We're used to believing that the world is run by presidents, parliaments, and official meetings. But what happens when the most influential people on the planet meet away from the cameras, behind closed doors, and without any records? From secret rituals in the forests of California to elite fraternities in the heart of Yale, these are the societies that have been surrounded by rumors, fear, and mystery for decades. Today, we will enter the world of the 7 secret societies, which many believe influence politics, finance, and history itself. Every summer, deep in the forests of California, some of the most influential people in the world gather. Politicians, billionaires, corporate executives, and former state leaders stand in front of a huge stone owl, observing a ritual called the cremation of care. This is not a movie, and it is not a legend. This is a real event, organized by the Bohemian Grove Club since the 19th century. Access is strictly limited. No journalists, no phones, and no random guests. Only invited men from the highest circles of power and business. In 2004, journalist Alex Jones managed to secretly film one of the ceremonies. The footage shows men in dark robes performing a ritual near an artificial lake, beneath a huge statue of an owl. After the video was published, the club stated that it was all just a theatrical tradition. But questions remain. If this is just a harmless performance, why is access so tightly guarded? Why did the conversations inside remain a secret for decades? And why are the participants people who control a huge part of the world economy? According to historians, it was in this forest that conversations related to the Manhattan Project and the creation of the atomic bomb took place. Decisions that later changed the history of the world may have begun not in government offices, but around a campfire under the redwoods. But Bohemian Grove is not the only such society. At the heart of Yale University is a windowless building known as the Tomb. The Skull and Bones Society, which emerged in the 18th century, operates there. Each year, only 15 students are invited to become members. Among its alumni are presidents, senators, directors of intelligence agencies, and financiers. George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. were members. In the 2004 election, both major candidates for President of the United States came from the same secret society. Officially, it's just an elite student club with traditions and rituals. But behind closed doors, relationships are built that last a lifetime. When young people with huge ambitions connect with each other, as young as 20 years old, and decades later, one becomes president, the other intelligence chief, and the third a banker, this network gains real power. And while some societies operate secretly, admitting only the chosen ones, another brotherhood has spread throughout the world for centuries. In 1717, 4 lodges in London united and marked the beginning of modern Freemasonry. Since then, millions of people around the world have become part of it. Among them are presidents, revolutionaries, industrialists, and military leaders. Masonic symbols are everywhere, even on the United States $1 bill. A pyramid, an all-seeing eye, and the Latin inscription, a new order of the ages. Officially, Freemasonry presents itself as a brotherhood based on mutual aid, morality, and traditions. But for centuries, it has been banned by popes, dictators, and regimes. Hitler persecuted the Freemasons, Stalin too. The reason is simple. Freemasonry is not just a club, it is a global network of people connected through trust, rituals, and mutual support. In a world without the internet and modern communications, this brotherhood acted as an invisible system for connections between influential people in different countries. For centuries, Freemasonry has built a network of connections around the world. Colonial officials, merchants, and industrialists gained access to deals, loans, and influence much more quickly if they belonged to the brotherhood. Officially, lodges talk about equality and morality, but the reality often looks different. In the United States, white and black lodges did not even recognize each other for a long time. In the year 2017, the Grand Lodge of England publicly declared, "We are not a secret society. We are a society with secrets." This phrase explains why Freemasonry has survived for more than 3 centuries. Not through mystical rituals, but through connections, trust, and influence between people in positions of power. But if the Freemasons are the largest network, then there is another name that has become a symbol of a global conspiracy: the Illuminati. In the year 1776, Professor Adam Weishaupt founded the Order of the Illuminati in Bavaria. His goal was radical for its time: the abolition of the monarchy, the weakening of the influence of the church, and the establishment of a new social order based on reason and enlightenment. The order was short-lived. Bavarian authorities banned it, the police confiscated documents, and Weishaupt fled. Historians believe that the organization was destroyed as early as the late 18th century. But the idea survives. After the French Revolution, rumors began that the Illuminati were secretly behind global political changes. Later, books, films, music, and pop culture turned their name into a symbol of an invisible global elite. The real paradox is that today's image of the Illuminati has almost nothing in common with Weishaupt's original ideas. The man who wanted to fight against the aristocracy and the rich bankers has today become the face of all conspiracies for global control. But there is one society that left a real mark on history long before modern conspiracies: the Knights Templar. In the year 1307, France wakes up in panic. By order of King Philip IV, thousands of Templars were arrested simultaneously throughout the country. The order was founded during the Crusades and gradually became one of the most powerful organizations in Europe. The Templars guard pilgrims, possess fortresses, a navy, and vast wealth. They created an early banking system, allowing people to deposit funds in one country and receive them in another. But it is their wealth that makes them a target. The French king owed the order huge sums of money, and instead of paying them, he decided to destroy his creditor. The Templars were accused of heresy, magical rituals, and idol worship. After torture, many confess everything. The Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burned publicly. Legend has it that before his death, he cursed the king and the pope. Both die soon after. Officially, the order disappears. But some of the knights manage to escape. Rumors have it that they sailed to Scotland and that their ideas and rituals later influenced Freemasonry. The truth will probably never be fully proven. But one thing is certain: the destruction of the Templars becomes a warning to any future financial power. The debtor destroys the banker. And while some societies become legends, others exist in real life to this day. In 1954, a meeting of politicians, bankers, industrialists, and influential figures from the West was held at the Bilderberg Hotel in the Netherlands. Since then, every year, away from the cameras, a conference has been organized under extreme security. Among those present over the years have been heads of state, directors of media corporations, financiers, and leaders of international companies. Officially, it's just a place for discussions. But because of the complete lack of transparency, Bilderberg has become one of the most discussed meetings of the world's elite. The Bilderberg Group began as an idea for an informal dialogue between Western elites. After 2 world wars, Joseph Redinger believed that if influential people talked to each other in time, perhaps future catastrophes could be prevented. The idea was supported by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands and David Rockefeller. The meetings are held once a year, behind closed doors, according to the Chatham House rule. You can use what you hear, but you can't say who said it. Over the years, Henry Kissinger, Margaret Thatcher, Bill Clinton, Tony Blair, Emmanuel Macron, ministers, bankers, publishers, and owners of huge corporations have been present there. Officially, this is not a world government. But it's not an ordinary discussion club. This is a place where ideas are tested, future directions are outlined, and connections are built between people who later make decisions in front of the whole world. The secret is the price of access. And the problem is that billions of people are affected by conversations they will never be invited to. But there is another type of closed structure, a much darker one. The Order of the Nine Angles. It emerged in Britain in the 1970s and was associated with extremist ideas, occult texts, and violent ideology. Unlike elite clubs that hold power, this order does not seek to rule the system. He wants to destroy it. His texts are being circulated online and inspiring individual radicalized people in different countries. Therefore, security services in Britain, the United States, and Europe are beginning to view him as a real threat. The most dangerous thing about it is not the central organization, but the idea. There is no need for a palace, a club, a temple, or an official structure. It's enough for the texts to fall into the hands of a person who is already looking for a reason to hate the world. And this is precisely what distinguishes it from other societies. Bohemian Grove, Skull and Bones, the Freemasons, the Templars, and Bilderberg are all connected by networks, influence, and closed circles. The Illuminati is an idea turned into a myth. And the Order of the Nine Corners is a warning of how dangerous an ideology can become when it gets out of control. Bohemian Grove, Skull and Bones, Freemasons, Illuminati, Templars, Bilderberg, Order of the Nine Angles. Some are real clubs, others are legends, still others are ideas that have outlived their creators. But they all show the same thing. The most important conversations in history often don't happen in front of the cameras. Sometimes they start by a fire, in a hotel behind security, in a windowless university building, or in a network of people you'll never see together in a single photo. So the next time you hear about a sudden war, an unexpected alliance, or a major political decision, ask yourself one question: where did this conversation really start? If this story intrigued you, like the video, share it with friends, and subscribe to the channel. In the next videos, we will continue with more secret archives, closed doors, and stories that the official version rarely tells the whole story.